Do you ever have moments, Amber, where you need to go off the grid completely? Like, is it overwhelming for you at all? Like, I work in mental health promotion right now, and I know you're doing a lot of virtual events and TV hits and social media live streams, things like that. How do you take care of your mental health? And when are you able to pause?
Well, I think that I have a really healthy relationship with social media in the sense that actually sometimes when I want to just kind of relax and not work, I turn to social media. And I know that's not everybody's answer, but I don't find it to be overwhelming. However, I recognize that, for many people it actually is. And I think that's just about the communities that you curate online, right? So my Twitter experience is always a very positive experience. Lots of people sharing information. Those are the people I've chosen to follow. I maybe don't spend as much time on Instagram because I find that that would probably take more of a toll on my mental health in terms of it's just a showier platform, right? Everybody leading these perfect lives and working out and having six packs and that's the type of stuff that I don't need kind of thrown in my face every single day. So I think we just have to make smarter decisions about what technology we use on a regular basis, and it's okay to kind of avoid those platforms maybe that don't have a positive impact on your life.
No, no, for sure. In terms of like doing TV hits and that, like over the course of your career, like what was that learning curve like? Like, do you like being in front of like a live studio audience? What were the pros? What were the cons?
I think, like anything, it just takes a lot of practice to get comfortable with live television or live events. And to be honest with you, even today, after I've been doing this for many, many years, I still get nervous. And it's just this rush of adrenaline. And I really want that feeling to go away at some point. But I've been trying to kind of harness it and say, hey, you know what? This is just part of my process, right? This is just that feeling. I've got to get ramped up and ready. And then I kind of channel that into some type of focus on live TV or in a live event. So unfortunately, as much as I wish that that sort of horrible fluttery feeling in my stomach would go away after years of doing this, it never has. And I've just learned to live with it. So I would just say for people out there who are feeling as though they could never do public speaking or live TV or radio or live streams on social media because you feel nervous, the more you do it, the more you just get comfortable with that terrible feeling and learn how to kind of harness it for good. Because I think for a lot of people, it really doesn't go away. And people who say it does, they might be lying.
I think they might be, but like in my opinion too, it's like even if you're getting nervous, even after like years of doing it, it kind of shows that you just care, right? You don't treat it as like, oh, this is nothing. Like, what am I doing later? What am I having for dinner tonight? You're not in your head. You're actually caring about what you're doing. So that sense of like nervousness is almost like, okay, no, I'm motivated to what this topic is, and I want to do a good job.
I think you're right. I think it shows that you're focused on what's at hand. I think it shows that you've done prep. I mean, if you get to the point where you don't really care about an event in terms of speaking at a conference or doing live TV, I would even argue the audience can probably notice. We've all seen those people who go on who kind of are super laid back and they're just very
Yeah.
flippant about their answers. And you can tell they just sort of rolled in and they're just not really invested. I don't think those make the best interviews. I think the people who do the prep, and you can't really tell it, but you know that there's some type of focus going on, those tend to be probably the best sessions.
Yeah, and I think in terms of whether you're the guest or the interviewer, you want to come across as relatable, right? Like if the audience can't relate to you or can't really envision themselves hanging out with you maybe one day, it's kind of hard to truly connect with them. I think the best presenters truly connect with their audience every single word. Like they've kind of got them in a trance almost, so to speak. That's a little extreme, but you know what I mean, where it's like they're listening to every word and they're paying attention. So credit to you. You've been doing that for years.